What's going on, fellas? Jimothy Spyder, as always, joined by my partner, LeRoy Cannonball. We are continuing this journey, watching these Arizona Cardinals, these plucky wild card Arizona Cardinals, trying to make their road run to the Super Bowl. They're in a lot of trouble here, big guy. Absolutely down 11 here in the second half to the much-respected Coach Nightblade. Let's see how we got to this point. San Francisco with the ball on the first drive of the game. Trey Lance Vance Dance tossing this one up to George Not-So-Little Kittle. And he's not so slow either. He's going to take this all the way 55 yards. Way to start the game. Cardinals on the ensuing drive. Murray trying to make a short drag here, and Fred Warner there to answer the call of duty. It just was covered from the start. Can't make a read like that against a top 3 coach like Nightblade.
Yeah. Does anyone else Kyler Murray Call of Duty? You know what I was doing when I was in the league, Spyder? It wasn't playing Vidya. It was doing speedballs in the back of an El Camino. Allegedly.
Niners now trying to turn that pick into points. Murphy Jr. has other plans as he snatches this in the back of the end zone, giving the Cardinals a mulligan. Remember, the young Murphy Jr. had a pick in the divisional. This guy's playing out of his mind.
Out of his mind, and you gotta be out of your mind if you think this play isn't making broadcast. Watch this. A swerve? Sherman got a big body. He's not gonna quite get in, but what a play. All coming from that initial stick work. Nice job, coach.
One play later, a jet sweep to the divisional hero, Mecole Hardman, and coughing it up. He's not a hero today.
Any given Sunday, Spyder, sometimes you're He-Man and sometimes you're Skeletor. Let me tell you, Coleman actually might have to start paying for his drinks again. That was a short week.
Cardinals looking for another splash play defensively to try to keep him in this game. Trey Lance, a deep drop here on 2nd and 10. And Wynn gets back there, the son of the very famous and successful Steve Wynn.
That is not Steve Wynn's son. Stop pumping false information into the broadcast.
All right, that might not have been Steve Wynn's son, but Lance is feeling the gamble all the same, trying to fit this in a very tight window. That's never going to work. 2 picks early for this Cardinals defense.
Unfortunately, only going to be able to get 3 off that pick. Trey Lance avenges himself on this play. So much time, anyone could have thrown a tutty on this one. Little user playmaker, and that's easy like Sunday morning, Spyder.
Murray stuck 11 with the second quarter winding down. He's got a lot of time back here. He's going to eventually get out of the pocket, and he's going to swerve. He's going to wriggle around. He's a wiggly guy.
Boom, baby. On broadcast, you might be wiggly, but you're also very small. Pretty bad luck that ball doesn't go out of bounds. The second fumble for the Cardinals.
Very next play, handoff to the people's champion, and this ball's got butter on it because no one can hold on to it. Right back to the Cardinals here. And this game has been sloppy as all get out.
We got 6 turnovers in the first half. I can't believe it. My pants are getting a little tight seeing all this defensive wizardry.
Cardinals again forced to settle for 3. This 49ers defense just playing so stingy.
San Francisco gets the ball back and redeem their mail-in rebate. Get those points right back immediately. Couldn't tell you if mail-in rebates are still even a thing, but back in my day they were. And don't feel bad about it, kids. We didn't take advantage of them either.
So here we are. Again, stuck 11 points here, 16 to play in this NFC Championship game. Throwing it out to Danny McBride. Nice to see him take a turn from acting onto the football field. Also, looks like he's been doing a lot of tanning.
Yeah, and I guess he's somehow a foot taller and just made of pure muscle. 7-yard tote on first down. Now Murray off play action. Getting it out to McBride again. Is he going to be the new Mecole Hardman? Only time will tell.
It's interesting, Murray, only 2 incompletions on the day, 13 for 15. Too bad that both of those are picks. 1st and 10, drop back. Mecole Hardman trying to avenge that fumble. He holds on to it here. Picks up just about 10.
2nd and inches, really no bad play call here. You can call anything. Going to be a handoff to Edmonds. And look at this stick work. Coach getting sticky out there, making a lot happen, and still, I mean, this Cardinals team cannot run the football. 8 rushes for 18 yards? This is just horrible.
It is amazing that they find themselves in this NFC title game, and they can't run the ball a lick. Send off to Connor, finally some open space, and he's been doing better, 4 for 23.
2nd and 4, and back to Edmonds again. Don't know why you'd give him the rock again. He's not moving it very good. Big 3rd and 1 here, Spyder. They've struggled so much in the red zone today. They haven't had much trouble like moving the ball in between the 20s, but you gotta punch this one in.
Murray lining up in shotgun. It's gonna be a read option, blown up. That's Lawson. Gigantic sack. Now shooting a imaginary jumper. Looks like he hit it.
Yeah, he kind of gave that motion at the end like, yep, wet. But I know we're going to get some hate mail from Coach HusseinIsInsane saying, look, I ran the read option. You guys were mad at me not being inventive in my play calling. We just can't run.
And my answer to that is, well, just stop. I mean, you're holding yourself back at this point. Got to know your team's strengths and weaknesses. At the same time, though, you also got to make those run-pass splits. This is a sim league.
Yeah, it's a true balancing act out here. It's like, do I want to be successful throwing the football or do I want to be dookie butt booty buns? This ball is wide open to Suge Knight down the field. A 75-yard strike and score. And the Niners, and better said, Coach Nightblade, we've touched on it a little bit, one of the best coaches in this league, one of the toughest coaches to come in and beat. He's kind of running away with this one. I believe in these cards. But this is a massive uphill climb. Only about 12 minutes left.
Kind of the first time we've seen the defense completely break today. They've held everything in check, you know. Offense have coughed the ball up 3 times. And despite that, defense only gave up 17. Now, kind of seeing some wear and tear on the big fellas.
Murray in shotgun. Coach, I hope you threw all the runs out of the playbook. We need yards, we need points, and slinging it to another 49er. Vaughn just jumps that route.
Oh, no way. We got Vince Vaughn here, too. It is a party. Not so much for these Arizona Cardinals. Flex it, big boy.
And defense, you're going to have to bail us out again. This is looking horrendous. Read option, this one's going to hand off to People's Champion, who walks in untouched. Like you said, this defense is gassed beyond belief. And the cracks in the armor are starting to become humongous gashes.
And this is what happens. You know, Coach Nightblade can turn a game into a sleeper real quick. You can't make many mistakes. It feels like these cards have made a few too many already. Murray from empty, lobbing up a lollipop. This one luckily not picked. 2nd and 10, looking like Coach Nightblade gonna bring some pressure here. Murray just buying time, finding an open Edmonds, who's gonna get a nice block downfield. Nightblade diving for air back there. Now we're on the other side of the 50, and just before I forget, big guy, humongous gashes. I'm virtually positive that was the name of the little trio I saw at the open mic the other night. Just 3 fat women.
I would say that we might lose a sponsor saying a joke like that, but I don't think we're going to get any sponsors, especially on a snoozer like this. Getting blown out here in the NFC title game. Now 3rd and 10. And we need a quick score. We need a couple quick scores, actually. Murray got pressure in his face, but he's so quick, escaping the pocket, might be able to get the first with his legs. Very fortunate there's no fumble there, and he's getting about 7.5 a carry.
4th and 4. Arizona, are you going to stand up? Let's see.
Murray got the outlet there to Edmonds, who got it. Just enough, actually. Looked like he was going to get tackled behind the line. Good effort. Now Coach finally running a little bit of hurry up here. I think that's what we need, a little up-tempo. And just more pressure in the face. No one's getting separation downfield, Spyder.
Yeah, Coach Nightblade is having a lot of success sending pressure. He seems to be doing it every single play. This one, a flat route to Edmonds again. Kind of the only reliable way we've moved the ball today is just getting it out to the halfbacks.
Yeah, you're right. 6 catches for Edmonds today already, 62 yards. That's a lot for a halfback, not named Christian McCaffrey. This ball out to Brown, who fumbles. Was this a fumble? This will be the 4th fumble, but I think he's down. The white guy named Brown. Bars.
It does get overturned, thank God, because we need a score here before people click off. Murray Good protection on this play, and the safety driving down, but it's not enough. It's an Arizona touchdown.
The user was a split, just a hair too late with the click on, because this was almost Kyler Murray's 4th interception. But this puts them back in the game. I know we've been kind of doo-dooing all over it, but there's still a lot of time left. We got 10 minutes left, especially if Coach Hussein can get the 2 for here and pull within 14.
Gonna hand off. Very surprising call. I don't think Nightblade saw that coming either. He's like, no way he's gonna hand it to that bum Edmonds. Well, hold that.
Yeah, Arizona legend Jim Edmonds. Oh, sorry, that is the Cardinals baseball team. Always gonna be more relevant than these birds out here. But, you know, then again, if they make this Super Bowl run, they might have a new fan base, and preferably someone that's under, you know, AARP age.
Wow, boy oh boy, how many times are you going to trot out that joke? Yes, there are old people in Arizona. There's old people everywhere. Fake jet sweep. Trey Lance looking for the seam. Great play, Collins!
It's terrific. It looked like a split-second click on. I'm going to give Coach Hussein the credit there, because I don't think the CPU makes that play. He just clicked on right at the last second, turned the big body, and Nightblade being uncharacteristically sloppy with this football. Did not expect young Nightblade to come in and turn the ball over 5 times at home.
New life in the Cardinals squad. Handoff to the bummy Edmonds. He's not so bummy anymore. Doing everything in his power to shake men off, and still under 4 yards of carry. No huddle. Murray now blowing the train whistle. Play action. All day back there. Finally going to dump off to Brown, who had that very scary near fumble on the last drive.
2nd and 7. Coach Nightblade looking like he's going to bring more pressure. Has had a lot of success with it so far. Coming off the left side here, throw to the seam. Looks like it went right through his hands there.
3rd and 7. Momentum creeping back onto the Card side here, but they need a conversion. Another snap from shotgun. Murray. Nice ball to Edmonds. Now his 7th catch should be enough for the first. And he is doing work out there in the receiving game.
Officially in the red zone, running the pistol formation here. Murray, tight window to McCole Hardman. And you got to have some big huevos to make a throw like that, especially after you've turned the ball over so much. Great catch from the overwhelmingly underrated McCole Hardman. Probably will be more appropriately rated after people see what he's all about. Nice run on the ground here from Connor.
Might be able to get a score here right before the 4th quarter. Another handoff to James Conner. Coach Hussein just believes in this run, and they have been moving it a little bit better this drive. 8 minutes away from finding out who's going to the Super Bowl to represent the NFC. Just a couple drives ago, I would have told you it's Nightblade for sure. But Coach Hussein making it interesting here. Another handoff to James Conner, who's falling forward to the 1. And it comes down to this, 3rd and goal. Got the heavies out. Another call, James Conner denied.
Eric Armstead, we haven't said your name all broadcast. This is an all-time great run stuff. Can they do it again, though, Spyder? You know they got to come out and go for it. But, man, Armstead sure did his part on that play.
4th and goal. See if Coach finally tries to sling this in. At least maybe run it in with Murray. Pressure from the right. Wide open. Touchdown. That's D-Hop. And we got a fight here in San Francisco.
Man, we are really learning what type of team this Arizona Cardinals squad is, and also what kind of coach. Coach Hussein is insane. A lot of coaches might have fallen apart at many junctures of this game. He's still playing hard, finding himself only stuck 7, but that Peoples is a problem.
Oh yeah, quick shout out to the angle route. Always gotta. Now a handoff to Peoples, who makes Coach Hussein miss. He's getting a ton on the ground here. It is a tale of 2 offensive lines. Marco Peoples getting almost 10 a pop on the ground. Whereas, I mean, we've talked about how bad this Arizona run game has been.
Now faking it to Peoples and George Kittle. So much separation. It just it feels unstoppable. You know, Coach Nightblade is running the ball very well. He's got George Kittle, who's open on literally every play. And we haven't even seen the young Trey Lance run the football, but that's another option he's got in his little tool bag. Now a stretch to Peoples. Arizona plays it well. I'd love to see this defense just really get resilient here. You know, you've been exposed a little bit. I know that you were playing tired, but offense just had a very long drive. You had a lot of rest. There's no excuses on this one.
Nightblade getting a little pass happy here. Another pass, and why not? Suge Knight, another ball for him. This offense feels like it's moving at the speed of sound.
Another play for Peoples trying to break that sound barrier. And another stingy stop from Arizona, pushing them to 2nd and 12.
Now under 4.5 to play. Got the heavies out, a lot of bodies on the line, and now we're finally seeing them play the run very tough. These last couple handoffs, you've backed them up into a 3rd and 13. See what Coach Nightblade is made of.
Just a couple seconds ago, you're criticizing Coach Nightblade for not running the football more, maybe being a little pass happy here, but see what happens when you start lean and run. Arizona's keyed in. Back of the end zone, broken up. That's going to be a stop. And he's got to take a field goal here. It's not the biggest win, but it's something.
Cardinals, not much time left in this game. Got to get a quick score here. This is an easy completion out to McBride. Looks like Nightblade's playing very soft coverage here. Doesn't want to give up anything easy. Let that clock drip, drip, drip.
And Coach Hussein is kind of helping him out here. I don't know why we're huddling. Down 2 scores. This is reminiscent of that Pats-Eagles Super Bowl you brought up last video. Taking just too much time to get a playoff here. Come on, you're not down 3, you're down 10. Finally get the snap off here. Good protection. Murray laser beams to Edmonds. Nana swerve too. Can he get to the sideline? He can't. Tried his hardest. And now going no huddle.
Oh boy, I'd hate to see where we'd be without Edmonds. Single-handedly keeping us in the game offensively. Murray, another check down to the young man. He's going to take this up. Cutting it up, and he's going to get a touchdown, diving in.
And it all started there on the sideline. There's a little bit of hesitation. Coach Nightblade, myself, everybody in the stands is thinking that Edmonds is going to try to take this to the sideline, preserve time. Instead, he cuts right, and he has a lot of space, and obviously the rest is on the replay. Great job, Coach, and great job, Edmonds. I know you've had a very tough game on the ground, but you've made up for it in droves in the receiving game.
So, 3-point game here in San Francisco. You know, the NEFL, the game is never over. Open corner route and tackled inbounds. That's going to hurt on 2 fronts for Arizona.
Yeah, and that's Knight. I know we've been messing around, having a lot of fun calling him Suge Knight, but he's come up big in the game too. Only 4 catches, but $130 on the day. And that's probably the number 2 guy you got to key in on, other than Kittle.
2-minute warning, and this has, just another classic NFC Championship game. Of course, the winner goes on to the Super Bowl. Handoff for Peoples, and this Arizona run defense has really turned around.
Yeah, they were getting held upside down, and their lunch money was getting stolen on every single running play, and all of a sudden the last 5 or 6 have been played very well. And I don't even care if you're as talented as Nightblade. It's hard to operate in 2nd and 3rd and long.
Now play action, under 1:20 to play. This ball's going to be incomplete, stopping the clock. Arizona still all 3 timeouts. Just need a field goal to tie, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need a stop on 3rd down here. Lance from shotgun. Very good protection, just a 3-man rush. He's got all ding-dong day. Now getting out of the pocket, changing his mind and flinging it, and we got Murphy Jr. in position. His 2nd pick of the game. And how about the defensive game that Coach Hussein has called here?
It's been magical. You're going to get 6 turnovers from the living legend, Coach Nightblade. And not to mention, you can get a very crucial one here in crunch time. It's just all defensive scheme, like you said. Hardman getting tackled inbounds, going to have to hurry this up. Never mind, coach taking a timeout.
Just 44 yards to the end zone. I don't think it'd be crazy to, you got to play for a touchdown here with 2 timeouts. From the pistol, Murray. Quick hitter to Hardman again, not going to be able to reach the sideline. Probably going to have to burn that other timeout. No, we're going to huddle up.
Yeah, we were giving roses to coach about his defensive game plan, but his clock management leaves a lot to be desired. He's playing very conservative here, obviously playing for OT, and I really don't like the call. I mean, believe in yourself. I know you've turned the ball over a lot, but let's try to win it here.
Well, hold on a second. We got Connor out there. He's going to pick up a chunk. 22 left on the clock. Just seemed like coach was trying to set up for an easier field goal. All of a sudden, the clock stopped. Still got those 2 timeouts. I mean, we could probably run 4 plays here, Cannonball.
And this is always the range as a play caller. I would want to be looking seams. When you're about 25 yards away from the end zone, just try to stick it in the seam. Instead, going to take that angle route and use one of the remaining 2.
Zona with all the momentum. Edmonds' 10th catch, by the way, 142 yards on the day. And they are trying to close it out in regulation, trying to get their 3rd road win in a row as the wildcard team.
Murray, another flat to Edmonds, tackled in bounds, and we're going to have OT here, Spyder.
It looked like maybe there's an argument that maybe he got out, was very close. Obviously, the officials rule him down in bounds, and Coach Hussein has to use his last timeout and probably just kick a field goal here. Wonder who's going to win the toss.
No, we're going to get one more play. Very surprised because of how conservative we saw him back there. He's going to try to fit this one in. Okay, thank God. If he gets sacked there, it's game over. We don't even get OT.
Now, that was unbelievably dangerous and a little bit uncharacteristic. Like you said, why do you play conservative back there and then you're going to go for the ultimate gamble here? Either way, we got an iced field goal. These are not automatic, Cannonball, from 28. Do we have overtime? We do.
It's the NEFL. It's great game after great game. I mean, just so much amazing footage. Let's see who wins the toss. The Cardinals win. Of course, going to receive. And can't say enough about the job coach has done. What a job just even getting back in this game. And guess what? You're going to get the ball here in overtime. Chance to be a hero and send your team to the big one.
First play of overtime, Kyler Murray trying to protect the football. Another ball for Edmonds over an outstretched hand. Little bit risky, but he had just enough space to pull that in. Edmonds, I'm sorry, he's got to win MVP of the game if Cardinals end up pulling this off.
You see them both down there, they're blinking together, Spyder. They're vibing. They're absolutely vibing. Coach Nightblade, you got to shut that down as much as you can. Now Murray going for the deep shot to Sherman, and he dropped it.
He had the space. Defender had a very bad angle, was behind him, but just dropped this bomb. And Coach Nightblade is now usuring the halfback. This one's going to be a handoff to Connor. Not a bad run here. Setting up a third and very short.
Yeah, the best coaches adjust to what's happening, and Nightblade obviously is doing that. He's one-on-one here with the halfback. It's a quick throw, very inaccurate, and might have got very lucky there because that's a pick. I don't know who Murray's targeting on this play. But if he is targeting Edmonds, Coach Nightblade was right there to yick that. So very fortunate to be inaccurate in that position, especially with no pressure in his face.
4th and 2, and I don't think there's anything you can do but go for it here. I don't even think there's a choice. Line up his shotgun, Murray. Very patient, and he's got him. The open Edmonds down the field.
And patience was a key, like you said. Coach Nightblade waiting there, trying to yick the short stuff, and he doesn't follow through with them, though. He passes them off to a non-existent person. That's a huge play, and it just feels like this could be Arizona's year. Right as I say that, I'm a jinx. Edmonds gets run-stuffed. 2nd and 11.
Arizona, as long as they hold on to the football, they're going to at least get a field goal here. Murray another throw and another short route. This one to Woodyard. Again, pulling it up to third and very manageable.
San Francisco, this is where you got to dig deep. I mean, you had, I believe, a 15-point lead at one point. You've had multiple 10-point leads. You don't want to blow this in front of the home crowd. They might not let you drive home. Good protection. Throwing over the middle, and it should have been picked, but it's dropped.
Holy crow, that should have been Murray's fourth pick of the game. The click on from Coach Fred Warner. He never drops that ball, but he does there. Unbelievable bailout. And what do you do now?
Coach leaving his offense on the field. I love the call. Let's go down. Let's win it. And let's take a quick commercial break as he's rethinking it. He takes a timeout.
No commercial break, of course. No sponsors want to pay any money for a channel that has under 100 subscribers. Either way, play of the game, 4th and 2. Murray desperate to keep the drive alive and open Edmonds. You had to know it was coming, and I'm so surprised that Coach Nightblade didn't key in on that.
Yeah, we saw him earlier in the drive trying to take it away. His 14th catch, almost 200 yards. Not sure why why is he not eyeing that play on the biggest play of the game?
1st and 10, this Cinderella story continues, at least for another play. Counter to Edmonds, lot of space, picking up 6.
I tell you, the way Zona's playing this year, it is exactly why coaches say, guys, let's just get there. Just get us to the dance, and maybe we can make something happen. Bubble screen to the legend, McCole Hardman. Looks like tackled just before the first down. They're going to give it to him, Spyder. 1st and goal, and 4 yards away from pulling off the 3rd road upset in a row and going to the Super Bowl.
San Francisco and Nightblade, your last chance to pull this game out. A jet sweep to Hardman. Well played.
2nd and goal, another handoff to Edmonds. He's got a lane touchdown, Spyder.
They did it! These plucky underdogs somehow come into the house of the 49ers, pull off a 15-point comeback, and they are 1 win away from being world champions.
It's always been funny to me that they call it world champions, but it's only played in America. Get us out of here, Spyder.
Thank you so much for watching. Always nice having you with us. What a game this was. And we will see you next week in the Super Bowl.
We out.